I recently decided to buy myself one of these water bottles, and this thing is no joke. It really keeps your water cold for the longest time. I'm not even kidding, guys. I filled this up at like 8 AM and then I came home one evening and I forgot that I had it in my bag. I opened it up, it was still cold. What is up, you guys? It's Leizel. Yes, things are looking a little bit different, and that is because today is my birthday. Actually, it's really because I have this little setup going on because I'm about to do my makeup for you guys, but it really is my birthday today. It's been a minute since I've done one of these makeup tutorials. I'm set up and it feels a little bit foreign to me, so if it seems like I'm being a little bit awkward, you know why. But yeah, I just want to get into things. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, you know what to do. Join the crew by hitting the little red subscribe button down below. I swear I thought my skin was good, but then I sat down in front of these camera lights and it's very confronting. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I'm using the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Primer. This feels so strange, you guys. So today is actually my 29th birthday. Last year of my 20s, guys. I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I have not used this in the longest time, mind you. I actually haven't worn a liquid foundation for like a year. Like, it's been so long. I usually only wear like mineral powders, but since it's my birthday, we're just gonna go all out with it. So how do I do this? Beauty blender. You know what? I was gonna do my foundation and my base and all that first, but I'm gonna just jump straight into the eyes because I'm gonna be using the Morphe James Charles palette today. This is actually the mini one. I decided to pick up the mini just because, I don't know, I just wasn't sure how much use I was going to get out of the large one, and it's so cute. Like, I just feel like this is enough for me. So yeah, I'm going to do my eyes first. So yeah, guys, 29. I don't know. I thought that, like, it's really weird because when I was younger, I always hated birthdays. Not that I hated it, but just the idea of getting older really scared me because I had such a different mindset, especially in my like early to mid 20s. I was a completely different person to what I am now, and I'm like super proud to say that. But yeah, I was completely different, and when it came to birthdays, I just hated the idea of getting older because I felt like I didn't have my life sorted. I felt like I had this idea that I had to, like, you know, be married and with kids by this age and buy a home at this age and do this by this age, and just that whole idea that like society puts into your mind that you need to have reached certain milestones by certain ages to be like adequately successful in life. But definitely as I've gotten older, I realized that none of that stuff matters. Like, it really does not matter. People start things at their own pace, and you really shouldn't compare yourself. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my brush. Something stuck on it. But yeah, you really shouldn't compare yourself to what the person next door is doing. You go look at the most successful people, and a lot of their success started after they went through their trials and errors and all their setbacks, and then they've become so wildly successful that people forget about what they went through to get to where they are. So once I started adapting that mindset, I feel like my idea and feelings towards turning older every year dramatically changed. Like, I'm actually excited to be turning 29, if I'm being honest. Okay, eyeshadows. Which color do I want to take? I'm looking at this sheet thing so I can tell you guys the names for reference. I wish they would put the names like underneath the shadows, you know, like on the actual palette itself, as opposed to this thing. Or I'm gonna have to like stick this onto here so I can just lift it up. But anyways, I'm gonna take this shade first, called Tune. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, that didn't really do anything. I don't know why I picked that shade. Like I said, I'm rusty, guys. I'm still getting back into this makeup game. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade next to it instead. Code James. I believe that's what it's called. These are so pigmented. Like, you just tap your brush in there a little and it comes off like crazy. Wow. But yeah, like I said, I am excited at the fact that I'm turning 29. I'm excited to be celebrating the last year of my 20s. My 20s, just like a lot of other people I feel, were definitely my years of discovery. I'm gonna take this shade right here, 10% off. Back into the crease, that one will go. I feel like your 20s are definitely your years of like self-growth and discovery, and for me, I feel like I struggled a lot, probably up until like 2 years ago, which is crazy because obviously I've been on YouTube for much longer than that. But I feel like I struggled a lot with myself, like just loving myself, having self-love, knowing who I am and being okay with it, and just the whole idea of like self-identity and really knowing who you are and what you value, what you stand for, that kind of thing. Like I really struggled with that. Okay, I really don't know where I'm going with this look, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here. What is that shade? No Beans. Okay. So yeah, I feel like my 20s were just, I don't know how to describe it, but I probably didn't really enjoy myself and like who I was until like my late 20s. I'm talking like 27, 28 was when I really decided to take the time to get to know myself and who I am and learn to love myself. I feel like self-love is so important because if you think about it, if you don't love yourself, then you're just gonna have a really hard time in life. It's very true when they say that you need to love yourself first before you love anybody else. I'm going to be basic today and take this color up top here. It's called Wig. It's like a shimmery bronzed gold shade. That's like typically what I'd go for. Anyways, like I was saying, imagine you're stuck with a person that just annoys the hell out of you. Everything they do annoys you. You don't like them, you don't like hanging out with them, but they won't leave and you have to do everything with them. You have to have them stay over all the time. You got to go to the grocery store with them. You got to go to work with them. Like just everything you do, they have to be there with you. And it's like you don't actually like this person, you don't get along with this person, but you just have to always be with them. Like they're always there. So if you flip that around and you think of that person as being you, like your soul, who you are, and if you don't like yourself, like what are you going to do? You either settle and that's just how you live your life, you just don't like yourself, or you turn things around and you learn to love yourself and you learn to get along with yourself and to really understand who you are. And I felt like that's something that I definitely went through. I just feel like till I learned to love myself and get along with myself, then I wasn't ever going to be happy. When I was younger, I probably relied on a lot of other people for my happiness, but I still wasn't happy. It's like I didn't like who I was, that I relied on people in my life to kind of provide that happiness for me, and that's just not the way to live, you know? It's definitely not fair on yourself, and it's not fair on the other people in your life to put that pressure on relying on other people for your happiness, because it's so true when they say that you need to learn how to make yourself happy first, because if those people up and leave, then what are you left with? There was a period of time where I was just completely alone, like by myself, not in a relationship, live by myself, just chilling by myself. And I felt like I'm so grateful that I took that time to live my life by myself. It's hard to explain, but for me, I felt like it was so important for me to go through that stage in my life where I was just alone and I lived alone. I got to know myself and who I was, and I was happy. Like for the first time in a long time, I was completely happy. I felt like that was because I took the time to get to know myself and who I was, and I felt like that was the very beginning of my journey of self-love and development and growth, and here I am today, and I feel like I am on my own 2 feet and I'm completely happy with the person that I am. I'm not really sure how I feel about this look just yet. I'm literally just winging it, but we'll see how it turns out. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, I feel like my own self-love and growth didn't really start until my late 20s. I was definitely a late bloomer in that sense. But that goes back to exactly what I was trying to explain in the beginning, that everybody is on their own path, on their own journey, at their own pace. So just because you've got your friend who's getting engaged, or you've got your friend who's having a baby, or you've got your friend who's wildly successful in their career, doesn't mean that you're any less of a person. Society as a whole is definitely very comparative. I feel like even without realizing it, we're already comparing ourselves to the next person, but even catching yourself doing that is so important. I'm going to go ahead and do my base now, and then we're going to finish off the eyes later. So like I said, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Is this too light for me? I know this looks crazy, guys. It looks like it's too light, but this seems to oxidize on me, so it'll all balance out, I promise. But yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to really take the time to work on yourselves and get to know you and what you like. Learn to love yourself, because I swear learning to love myself was the best thing that I could have ever done. And I feel like I live a completely different life because of that, because I learned to have love for myself. I recently just bought another one of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I have been using this for the longest time. It's like the only thing that works on my under eyes, where it stays put and doesn't crease throughout the day. And it's a fresh one, so it's taking forever. So as far as things that I've learned in my 20s, I feel like I have definitely learned how to enjoy solitude. I'm very much in love with being in love. Yes, we're going to talk about my relationship right now. But as you guys know, being in a long distance relationship means that you actually don't get to see your partner much, depending on each situation. But for us, we don't get to see each other as often as we'd like at this point. We only get to see each other every few months, just because it is so far away, opposite sides of the world. He lives in the US, I live here in Australia, and let me tell you, plane tickets, if we wanted to see each other every month, it's not gonna happen. So the fact that I was okay with being alone before I got into that relationship kind of made it, like, I don't know how to describe it, but the idea that I was gonna be alone for most of this stage of our relationship wasn't as much of a big deal to me as a lot of people would make it out to be. I get questions like, how do you do that? Like, I could never do that. We don't even have to think about it. Once you find that person, there's nothing that's gonna stop you from like wanting to be with them. And I feel like if you feel like you couldn't do it, then it's just not the right person for you, you know? It's hot. It's hot. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more of my base right now. I'm gonna bronze up. I'm using the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. This has always been a favorite of mine. So yeah, I feel like being okay with being alone is definitely something that has worked to my advantage given the current situation with being in a long distance relationship. So that's one thing that I've learned in my 20s, is just how to really enjoy my own company. Whoa, this is intense. It looks so intense on camera, but I didn't realize it. This is the Betty Luminizer from The Balm. Kind of use it as like a bronzer topper because I don't really wear blush on the daily. But I've been thinking of doing an updated everyday makeup tutorial routine thing because I get so many questions from people asking for that. And of course I would love to do that for you guys. So I think that is one video that I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of my bronzer to contour my nose a little. If you guys saw my 2020 goals video, I'm gonna leave the link for it on the screen somewhere and down in the description box. But if you guys would have seen that, then you might know that something that I want to do for this year is get back into doing makeup. I feel like I kind of took a break from it last year, and that's not to say that I don't like it anymore. I just was focusing on other things, which is totally fine. But I definitely want to get back into it because I do love still watching makeup tutorials, still love doing makeup. I just haven't made the time for it, and I just want to get back into it. But if you guys have any specific like videos that you want to see from me, definitely comment down below and let me know. But with saying that, I have so many in mind that I want to do. I have like a list of videos that I have planned. Something that is on my list though is how I take care of and maintain my lash extensions. Whoa, this one's really long. I do get questions here and there about like the maintenance, like simple things like how you wash your face with lash extensions, how you clean them, how you look after them, how you make them last longer. So I definitely want to do a video dedicated to that. It's so funny because yeah, something as simple as like, how do you wash your face with lash extensions? It's it's something that you definitely have to get used to, but once you do, you don't even have to think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes now. So I'm pretty much just gonna take those same colors that I ran through my crease and run it through my bottom lash line. But yeah, I feel like this year is going to be a big year. I don't know, you know when you have a feeling that just something's gonna happen and you're gonna have like, you know, a breakthrough? I just feel like this year is that year for me. It might sound weird to say, but I just feel like something is gonna happen this year. It's weird. Wow, look at the difference. Oh my gosh. See how crazy it is if you put like shadow on your bottom lash line? It makes your eyes look so much bigger. Oh my god, sorry. I'm looking at the viewfinder, but it's like, wow. Wow. But yes, like I was saying, I feel like this year is the year where something big happens for me, and that's partly for my own like doing, I feel, for things that I'm working on, and also just I feel like something's gonna happen. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like something is gonna change this year. So you guys may be wondering like, what are you doing for your birthday? Well, not much, to be honest. I feel like, I don't know, I'm one of those people that doesn't make a big deal out of my own birthday. Like, this is probably the first birthday get ready with me that I've ever done on my channel in all the years that I've been on YouTube. But like I was saying, yeah, I'm not one of those people that makes a big deal out of my birthday but when it comes to like everyone else, I'm like, oh my god, it's your birthday, like we're celebrating for the week, for the month, like it is your birthday. But for me, I'm just like, oh yeah, my birthday. But so far what's planned is I'm just going to be going out for dinner with my family, my mum, my dad and my brothers, and it's just going to be, you know, a chill time, nothing too crazy. It's funny because I actually feel like I want to go run errands. Like I need to go to the post office, I need to go stock up on like shampoo and conditioner, just little things like that. I feel like, oh, I need to do that today, so I actually just might do that and probably like edit some videos. I'm so behind on editing and uploading, especially when it comes to all of my vlogs from when I went to New York to go visit Alan. We definitely vlogged that whole week, but I'm just really behind on everything, and I'm sorry that I'm still pushing out content from that trip, but I'm kind of selfishly doing it for myself because I just want to have the memories to be able to look back on in years to come. So that's why I haven't given up and I'm still uploading content like 3 months later. Wow, I think I actually like how this turned out. It ain't bad, but I need to bronze up a little bit more, so let me do that. But yeah, like I was saying, I have so much content stored, backed up that I need to edit, which I can't complain about that because there was a time where I was like, I don't know what to film, like I don't know what to do. And now that I'm like super inspired, I'm motivated to actually do it all, I'm like, damn, I've got so much to do. So it's like that saying, you can't complain that your plate is full when your goal was to eat. I feel like that's where I'm at right now with everything. I need to put something on the inner corner of my eyes, so I'm gonna take, oh actually, I was gonna take this shade right here called Ring Light, but I'm gonna go for, what is this, Flash? Oh, Face. It's called Face. I'm gonna take that and just put that on the inner corners of my eyes. I always forget to do this, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara onto my bottom lashes. Okay, I think the eyes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my highlights. This right here is my favorite highlighter of all time, the Maybelline Master Chrome Studio. I should know the name. Favorite of all time because I just feel like it's, I don't know, if you have similar, wow, whoa, did I put too much? Like I was saying, I feel like if you have a similar skin tone to me, this is just gonna make your skin pop. They do have other shades obviously, but if you have like a olive warm brown skin tone, then this is just gonna do you wonders. So yeah, love this highlight. All right, lining my lips. This is the MAC lip liner in Strip Down, and then I'm gonna take this super nude lipstick. This is Cirque by NYX, and just kind of dab that over the lips and keep blotting it. Oh wow, that's really cool. I like that. You know when you like have a vision in your mind for how something's gonna turn out, and then you're like, well, you know, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, and then you do it and you're like, wow, that actually looks better than I thought it would. that's how I feel like this look is for me today. I think I'm pretty much done, you guys. I honestly did not think that this was going to go as smoothly as it did, because it really has been such a long time since I've done any type of makeup look on myself. I feel like I've been really basic when it came to makeup this past year. I didn't really buy anything new. I stuck to the same routine, same products. I don't know, I just feel like I'm really ready to get back into doing makeup tutorials. Even just successfully filming this video right now, I'm excited. So yeah, comment down below and let me know what you thought of this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're still here at the end watching and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the little red button down below before you go so you don't miss any more videos that I post. As always, I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I will talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you all in my next video.